Hi! Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be doing a full start to finish makeover with one makeup brand. The lucky brand is Wet n Wild, our favorite drugstore brand from junior high. Everybody remember those eye pencils? Yeah, they don't really have those anymore. I was kind of sad. You're gonna see me do full face makeover with it, and then everything I went through in my day to see how it stood up, and then I'll review the products individually. What's up, you guys? Here we go, fresh face, ready for makeup. So first off, we're going to start out with the Fergie Wet n Wild primer. I have to say I was not a big fan. It bubbled. I shook it a lot of times and it still bubbled. It's kind of gross. I applied it with a Mary Kay brush on my eyelid. Next, I used the concealer. It was kind of like a giant crayon. I have to say I was not a big fan. It did not blend easily, and Wet n Wild doesn't really have a highlighter, so I tried to use it as a highlighter. I highlighted some of my favorite features like my lips and my eyebrows. Gotta have those eyebrows. And then I worked on blending, and it just did not blend very well. Next, I used the foundation. I'm kind of sad to say that the foundation all came in basically the same variations of one medium color. So if you're very dark or very light, you're not going to find a Wet n Wild foundation that matches you very well. It matched me, but I'm definitely not the same color as everyone. I would definitely recommend looking for a brand that has more diversity in their products because we need diversity in our makeup lines. Here I am with the foundation done. You can see it gives a good medium coverage. Next, I used the eyeshadow palette. The brush was kind of a joke. I tried to cut my crease and it was just sad. It did not work out. Maybe it would work with different brushes, but the makeup was just not very good quality. I didn't like the way it went on my lid. So I did my best. I worked with what I had, but I was not a fan of this eyeshadow palette. As you can see, I used all three shades to create kind of a smoky look. So the different shades were great, but still the quality of the makeup was not very good. Next, I used the automatic eye pencil. It was kind of dry. It skipped on my eye. It didn't create a smooth line. And it took several tries to get a line. And then the blender on the outside was basically just like a rubber eraser. And the one on the eyeliner I bought was actually tilted. This is the mascara. I really liked this mascara. I was surprised because I'm usually pretty fussy with my mascara. But I found that getting a good mascara is all in the brush. I like the big brushes. I call them teddy brushes. And this, it went on wet. It lasted all day. I even went tanning and I was sweating like mad and it did not run. You'll see that later. And this mascara was just great. I was very happily surprised. Now we have the eyebrow pencil. I liked that it had the brush on one side, but I did not like the pencil. You can see it's really dark. It basically went on like a marker, and I'm not a fan of that look. I prefer a more natural look. I had to do a lot of blending. I was not happy. It was just too much for me. I didn't like it. Okay, now I'm all done with the eyes. Moving on to the rest of the face. I use this blush. You can see it goes on really pigmented, really thick. I did like the color, however, and I like that it had a bit of glitter to it. And so I'm going to try it with a regular brush and not the brush it came with. I think the tools that you use have a big impact on the outcome of your makeup. I think the bronzer was my favorite item. I am definitely using this bronzer. It looks like it'll be shimmery, but it's actually quite matte, and I've been looking for a good matte bronzer for a while. It goes on smoothly, it blends really easily. You have this big bronzer that'll last you like forever. I was really happy with the bronzer. Next, I used the lipstick. It was a different color than what it was in the tube, and I didn't really like that. I prefer my products to have true pigment, so I know what I'm getting. And it just didn't go on very well. I didn't like the feel. I used a lip gloss on top of it. The lip gloss smelled really yummy, and it had a great glitter to it. And after the lip gloss wore off, the glitter remained, so that was fun, and it did take a while to wear off. I had a really busy day. I went tanning. I got super sweaty, but none of the makeup ran, which I was surprised about. I worked out. Again, none of the makeup ran.
So I did a lot of things. So this makeup stood up pretty well, as you can see. And if you hadn't noticed, I did my nails. They're different from earlier. Yay. So I also got the base coat and the color Tickled Pink. So I'll have to update this and let you all know how those turned out, because I can't tell after less than a day. So yep. So I hope you enjoyed this review and the makeover. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!